Welcome to the video with best practices and tips on finding a software development partner. Before searching for a potential development partner, it is necessary to define requirements as accurately as you can. If you're developing something from scratch, there should be at least a description of the project, its goals, and audience that you are targeting. The more details you will be able to provide, the better. Try to understand what kind of problem you want to solve with your product and who can do it. For instance, you have an already made web solution, but you're missing a mobile application. In this case, you will have several options. For example, you want to invite someone to be your consultant or be a part of your team to be able to develop this kind of solution. Or you want to find a company that can completely do everything starting from the marketing research, design, and make the development. Criteria to consider while selecting a software development partner. Your choice of partner should depend on many factors. First, let's try to differentiate it between building a product from the scratch, from the beginning, and additional help for an existing product. Let's start from the scratch option. You can have the several scenarios in this case. For example, you're looking for a dedicated team who can basically do everything starting from the marketing research, design, development, and maintenance, and you have an in-house technical team on your side. And the second option is you don't really have anyone on your end for this kind of consultant. The first scenario means that you will always have some sort to help you out with the technical stuff, to ask proper questions, and to properly validate the partners that you're choosing, and to give a test task if it is needed to. The second scenario will be harder because you won't have those opportunities described before, and that's why we are kind of recommending to hire this kind of person because in the long run it will help you to save money. How to search for a reliable software development partner. The most straightforward approach to find a reliable software partner is to reach out to your network and ask who build their solutions and if they are happy with the results. And if they are happy with the results, you can actually ask them to connect them to yourself so you could work with them in the future. The other case is that you don't really have this kind of network, but it's okay. A lot of people don't really have those, but you still have a lot of options. One of them is email, very simple one. You can go over your inbox and check if there are any proposals from the technical partners that you can consider and connect with them. The other one is the website called clutch.co. It's an online platform that gathers clients' testimonials, case studies, industry data, and all of this can help you to choose the best possible partner to work with. The same platform is Good Firms. It's a research-based platform that aims to identify and recognize the best and the most well-performing software development companies from across the globe. And what's really great about those two services is that you can find a lot there. You can find their business direction, you can find their pricing, their technology, development time. And also, a very great feature that they provide is that you can ask their consultants to build you a list of those vendors by your requirements within 48 hours. So in the end, by using it, you will have the list of vendors and you will have all of the data that you would want to know. Customer feedback, marketing research, their portfolios, and many, many other. Build a list of potential partners with a technical consultant for the best results. Now that you have your own list, you can start the screening process. Pay attention to the communication they are providing from the first email, from the first call, first message, because it is very important how it is done. For example, if we take the first call, in our experience from working in Computools, it is good that on the call the partners will have at least 3 persons. So for one of them is business development representative, second one technical specialist, and the third one is the business analyst. Together they will be able to analyze your solution from different perspectives and create a single picture that they can discuss with you later on. And in this phase, usually you will ask something like, so how much it will cost, how long it will take to develop this solution, and there are possibly 3 scenarios that you might encounter. The first one is when partner will give you the straight answers right ahead. They will say, we'll do everything within this amount of budget, with this time frame, not worry, everything will be as good as possible. The second case is when they say, yeah, we got the general idea, but we need to come back to the team to discuss everything, then to assign more calls with you, to know much more details and to provide you more accurate figures in the end. And the third option is when they say, well, we've been working with something like this before, and according to our experience, it will take around this much of time. It will take this kind of budget to build this kind of solution, but we will need to arrange more calls with you to get more details and build much more accurate figures. In the first scenario, as you may already understand, the people aren't really understand what you want to build, and they just want to take the product and see how does it goes later on. This is not their main preference at the beginning. The second one is basically the people wasn't working with the solutions like you want to build before, but they are willing to spend their time, their money to create as accurate proposal as they possibly can. And the third one is the best one, of course, well, because the team has been already working with solutions similar to yours, and they're also willing to spend more time and money to understand better what you want to build. Of course, they will provide estimations faster, the figures might be more accurate in this case because they have an experience. So in the end, look at this very carefully. The more people rushing things up, the more you have to be concerned, because good solutions take time to build properly. If we take, for example, something not related to finding a dedicated team and go back to actually adding someone to your team that's already working on a product, the search part of the partners is basically the same as for the dedicated team. You form the list, you find the partners, you validate them, etc. But after that, it's much more easier because you have support, technical support. Together with your technical consultant, you can build a perfect candidate profile and request it from the vendor. And the vendor will just send you a list of CVs that you might check and decide who you want to speak to. You will have interviews with them, everything according to your own process, of course, and you will have a decision if you want to take them as part of your team or not. As simple as that. So, to sum up, memorize criteria, search by mentioned tips, make a list, analyze and decide. I'm sure this will help you to find a trusted software development partner. Follow Computools social media for more useful content.